So a few days ago, a YouTuber known as After Breakfast, also known as Scrim Jim, made a little video called Maybe It's Time We Get Valve to Do Something About Team Fortress 2. And he proposed the idea of creating some sort of a public disturbance, so to say, where you get as many people as you can to send emails towards Valve to get them to break the silence on doing nothing about the bot problem. He compared it to the Give Dietide meme, like from ages ago. I don't really know if meme is the correct word to use there. Like, it was a meme back then, but I don't know if anybody even calls it a meme anymore. Whatever. Point is, the idea is to get as many people to email Valve, basically saying, the bot problem's been a big issue for like 2 years now, and nothing's been done to address the problem. It hasn't been directly acknowledged by anyone at Valve or the TF2 team, and if anyone could give the community an update on the situation, let us know what's happening, if anything at all, it'd mean a lot, just to have some transparency between, the Team Fortress team and the community, the player base. Like, let's be fair, no one in the Team Fortress community has any respect for Valve anymore as a company. Lord Gaben meme, that's still around, but you ask anybody in the community, or like even in a server, about what they think of Valve, and it probably wouldn't be the most nice of words they use to describe them. I would personally compare them to sloth, like as in the idea of sloth might be a little bit too harsh, but you get the point. People aren't particularly very happy with Valve anymore. But they have every right to be as mad as they are at Valve. Valve doesn't have an excuse to be treating Team Fortress in such a bad way. TF2 is a defining game in so many different aspects. It defines like early 2000s shooters, defines early pre-social media, even internet humor. What I'm trying to say is that Team Fortress has done a lot for many different people in so many different aspects. It's an old game, has a lot of history behind it, and it's impacted a lot of different things. And Valve doesn't respect the impact its own creation has given to many different people. It doesn't seem to give any amount of care towards it unless it gives them money, which is why, they give out different community-made cosmetics, all of which are basically the Big Elfin deal. They've re-released the Big Elfin deal so many times so that they can get a good deal in the monies they make from Team Fortress. Oh my gosh, that's such good wordplay. Thank you, Cockroach. Don't worry, my beautiful little viewers. Just give me a load of money on my Twitch, and I'll be happy with that. Yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that Valve doesn't even have any quality assurance on what items get put into the game. They don't care. They just want money. Like, we all know they want money. They're greedy little boys. But like, that was a really weird way of saying that. I don't think I'm ever going to say that again. But yeah, point is, we all know Valve sucks at the moment. So what can we do other than what Swim Jim was saying? Just as a recap, Squimbolo Bimbolo was telling us to give an email to Valve. However, I personally had a little bit of a problem with what he was saying in there. He doesn't mention the fact that Valve, as a way to save face, or to even just kind of show that they kinda cared about the bot problem, but it was really just there to kind of do something. It didn't do anything is what I'm trying to say. They muted free-to-plays, and that has done nothing to quell the spam in chat, the spam in mic. It's done nothing, is what I'm trying to say. The only thing they did do that did change one thing, I say, is how they implemented a way for you to see how long each person's been connected to the server for. I think that was actually quite good. So, yeah, that was a good change. But having free-to-plays muted isn't. It's not affecting the bots. All it's affecting is the free-to-play players. It's not even is outright messing up the experience of newer players in the game, or people who just refuse to pay money. People who aren't premium.
My guy's muscles have muscles because he's premium.
Which, I wouldn't say it ruins the lifeblood of Team Fortress, the new, fresh meat, but it certainly doesn't help, What's even worse, in my opinion, is think about it. It's good for Valve because it kind of entices people to spend money to become premium. So all they see from that really is, oh, people are giving us more money. That must mean it works, and the bot problem must be fixed. Because you know, they're getting more money from this. It's not quite how it works, but you know, you can see why I make that conclusion that Valve thinks they're solving the problem because they're getting more money. You know, where in reality they've only set up a system where the only way for newer people to kind of have the same experience you and me have is to give them money, which is one of the most unintentionally greedy things I think I've ever seen happen in my life. Like, bruh, they created a problem which didn't exist to solve a problem that wasn't solved. So, if you're gonna go out and give a email to Valve, like how Squimbler Bimbler was telling you to do, I would at least mention the fact that free-to-players are still muted, you know, and well, there's not really much else to say than that. You know, let them know that they're being muted. You know, it hasn't solved the problem. They're destroying the experience of newer players for no real reason. Now, the one thing I should say is that you're essentially creating a smear campaign of some sort to get Valve to notice what's happening. Some people have suggested the idea that Valve has created a filter to filter out any word mention of the word Team Fortress 2, TF2, something like that. I don't think it's that bad, but what is important is numbers and frequency. If you get sent so many different messages from different people, you know, it would definitely make Valve notice. You know, if Jose Gonzalez 2006 sent a letter to Valve saying, "Oh, please fix TF2," you know, please, I like it a lot, please fix it. You know, they're not going to pay any attention to that because, oh, okay, I just don't get £5. That's a bit upsetting, but oh well. But if the entirety of the Sky Owl user base or Black Wonder user base was like, alright mate, fix TF2, come on, or I'll stop playing, I'll start giving you my money. That's when they're going to be a bit like, whoa. Or they get so many messages, you know, they get so many emails sent to their front door. It's a consistent stream, spam of different people saying, please fix the game. You know, they're going to have to notice at one point. Like, when are they going to notice? It's easy to ignore one person, but it's not easy to ignore 1,000 people. You know, if 1,000 people came up to you, that was like, give us some money right now. That's a pretty bad metaphor. Should stop using that as a metaphor. Alright, say you're walking down the street, and 1,000 people came up to you out of nowhere, and they were like, hey, can you sign this petition to save the rabbits? You know, you're going to probably get... you're going to get quite scared of that, because there's 1,000 people come out of nowhere to get you to do something. You might not do it, but you'd at least acknowledge that it happened, you know? So as I was, like, recording this, it turns out IGN has created an article about Squimbly Jimbly's little video he made. That's pretty good, but the thing that kind of stood out to me was how Valve, you know, they were reached out to by IGN, but they never got a response back from Valve. So I think it shouldn't be so much, you know, give me some TF2 updates to stop the bot problem. It's more, take some accountability. You know, take some accountability, give something back to the community. You know, you were doing good back in the beginning of, what was it, Jungle Inferno, I think, where you were talking to the community and giving feedback and hearing their feedback, giving back to us, where they changed certain things. I believe it was things like the base jumper and the flamethrower and things like that. You know, there are beta testers who tried it out, I think, and they were like, yeah, it's good, this is bad. You know, having some communication with the Team Fortress community would be quite good. Well, it'd be better than good, it'd be actually quite amazing. You know, it's the bare minimum, like most companies do, but Valve doesn't seem to want to work on the bare minimum. They want to work on, you know, as I said before, like Dota or like CSGO. They don't really want to work on Team Fortress 2, which is how Valve as a company is structured. I understand that, but, you know, it's not good for the other games. Like, take Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl, for example. The dev team on that literally listens to their community and works off of it. And it's amazing. I really think that game is thriving, you know, because of their developers and how much care they put into it. Because Jenny was one of the most wanted characters they were added into the game, same for Hugh Neutron. That's getting a little bit off topic though. As I said just a little bit back there, Valve works as a company where people get to choose what they want to work on. Team Fortress is notoriously bad in its coding. It has spaghetti code completely everywhere. The entire game is structured terribly. The comments, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, there's comments in the code of Team Fortress where you can see the descent into madness of the developers. So no one would want to work on this game. I get that. I understand that. So they don't. The Valve employees don't. They work on other games that are easier to work with and make more money. And it makes sense. I get why the company is structured like that. You know, it's smart, but it's not good for consumers. Like, it's a, you know, at the end of the day, it's a business, and I guess their business model works, but we're left with this, and we're left begging them to do the bare minimum. Ugh. It's sad. It really is very upsetting. This game is community run. We know it. We've known it for a very long while, ever since Invasion, that this game is quite community dependent in order to exist. They tried it with End of the Line, but End of the Line didn't really work very well because of how the Valve is, again, run as a business. At least from what I've heard. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys will watch the same videos as me, because let's be honest, I got nothing better to do in my life except to watch Team Fortress explanation videos instead of revising for my exams that are in, like, what, 20 days? I am going to fail. So look, let's just get to the point of what I'm trying to say in this video. We need to get Valve to take some accountability. That is the main point of this. Don't say fix TF2, take some accountability. You made this game, you fix it, you know? We can't do that. We are just players. We expect, as a consumer, to download the Team Fortress, to play the Team Fortress, and have a good time with the Team Fortress without being told that we are a racial slur by some bot called a Megatronic. And to not have DDoS attacks happens on the server either. You know how many times in the last day where I've gone and played a game and the server just breaks because of some bot being on it? That isn't very nice. I didn't expect that to happen, but it happened. So yeah, to reiterate, send an email to Valve, tell them, give us some information and some transparency between you and me and Team Fortress, unmute the free-to-plays, take some accountability. Thank you very much. Please come to my birthday party. I've got no one else coming. I'm very lonely. I've got nothing else. Alright, maybe don't send that last bit, but you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, just good luck, I guess. Keep going at it. Keep going. You know, eventually they're gonna have to notice. You can't give up. It's like a protest. Think of it like a protest against Valve. Those of you who know who I am, why? You're a bit weird. But those of you who watch my content, you know that I do Twitch streams. And we did that little Team Fortress tuber community little tournament thingy. I'm making a video on that, but it might take a while because I got exams and I'm failing them. I'm really worried about it, but I'm doing my best. And if you follow my Twitter, you'd know that I send a bunch of random stuff about Splatoon and the biology of the Inklings and how they make 0 sense. People said that they might be interested in me making a video on that, so I'll probably get on that. And for those of you who are actually cool and watched me from ages ago, you'd know that I do cooking, and they want to know where my cooking's at. That's a good question. Ask the people who make food in real life why the prices of flour is so expensive, or just like fruits or whatever I want to make. You know, it's quite expensive right now. I don't have the money because I'm broke. I'm a broke uni student. I subside on nothing but £1 of deep dish pizzas from Tesco's. They're actually quite nice, I can't lie. Like, they don't taste very nutritional, but you know, it's something. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I've got to say. Just don't give up, really. Keep making it. Keep going on. Don't let Valve treat us like this any longer. You know, we deserve better. We all know we deserve better, but we just gotta work for it. I guess we gotta do a little bit more than the average human player in a different video game. I'd say another example, but I don't really have one. But yeah. Alright, that's it. See ya. Don't take a shortcut, Valve. Fix the problem. Fix the game. Don't do something that, like, destroys the gameplay or the experience for free-to-plays. Don't mute them again. Don't block their accounts from joining casual servers or something crazy like that. Just don't take a shortcut. Get down to it and fix it. That's all I ask. That's what everyone else asks. Don't talk to me again. Don't send a Nintendo Ninjas near me either. Alright. I'll see ya. Bye.